Hello everybody, I'm Tom Dorsey, President Dorsey Wright & Associates, and this is the India Minute. It's the 12th of August 2011, and boy, it's been one heck of a wild ride. It's been like a roller coaster. Here in the United States, our indicators turned negative around August 2nd, and we're very thankful we were able to get away from the freight train coming down the tracks. So as we sit here mostly in cash and at least defense, we've watched these markets move up and down, gyrating like crazy. The trends have changed for the most part in the United States. Most of the stocks have broken the long-term trend lines, are now trading below the bearish resistance line. The New York Stock Exchange bullish percent is still on defense, and our dynamic asset level investing that tells us which asset class to be in has basically gone to a defensive mode where both the first and second levels have failed the cash bogey. So when I look further, though, I look over into the Southeast Asia markets and the India markets. I see the bullish percents have reversed up. It's the first sign that there's some good things that are happening there. Bullish percent means the percentage of stocks that underlie the whole Indian market or underlie the whole Far East market. We have a trend now of stocks that are giving buy signals versus sell signals, and it's from a very, very low level. These levels typically is where we see market bottoms. So I'd have to be looking for trading ideas at this point in time. If I look at the S&P CNX 500 index, it's had a tough time in the last few weeks too. It's come down from about 4,600 to 4,050, but the long-term trend is still maintained. That's a very, very good sign there. I have some trading stocks that we want to look at, but think about the global picture. If I look at the Far East, not only is the Far East in general has reversed up to let's say, an offensive mode. If you look at countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, these have all held up well, and these countries are looking pretty good on their charts. If you have the ability to go outside the Indian market, you might want to look at exchange-traded funds in those countries themselves. But in the Indian market, there's a lot of trading ideas, and this is where you want to go to the buy on pullback report. These are stocks that are in long-term uptrends, positive relative strength, and have pulled back to within 10% of the bullish support line. This is where you're going to see a lot of interesting ideas, and I just pulled a bunch up. You have over 100 on our buy and pullback page. You're going to see a lot of names that you probably know, some interesting trading ideas. If you just click the chart, you'll see some unique opportunities there. We pulled a couple of these out that kind of look interesting to us that have held up really well along the way. Glenmark Pharmaceuticals in the Indian market is one that looks fantastic. Bharat Petroleum Corporation held up extremely well. It got knocked down from about 790 rupees to 650, but it has regrouped, and I think you're going to see this thing move back up. Great trading idea. ABG Shipyards Limited, you'll see that on the buy on pullback report. Looks good here. Came right down to the trend line, held that trend line, and has now gone back up and given a buy signal. And the Agrotech Foods, we talked about this Agrotech Foods a while back, but it's interesting. This stock has held up very well. I would have no problem buying the Agrotech Foods. So there's a lot of interesting ideas as far as India is concerned, the Southeast Asia is concerned, and the U.S. has a lot of interesting ideas too. A lot of these stocks have pulled back to support. A lot of them have broken down significantly. Right now, the offensive team is not back on the field in the United States. I'd focus my attention more really toward India and Southeast Asia. So for Day, that's the India Minute. We'll talk to you next week.